What do you think about the body positivity movement?
What about it?
So I saw a Bill Burr bit from his show at Red Rocks, and he had this really fascinating insight. So I've learned about this thing called intrasexual competition, right?
What?
Intrasexual competition.
Okay.
So women competing with women for men, and men competing with men for women.
Yeah.
The current world, both popular media and also the men's online dating space, is saying that men and women are each other's adversaries, right? That their loss is your gain and vice versa. But it seems like most competition happens intrasexually, not intersexually. And Burr nailed it in this piece. What he was saying was, how have we got ourselves to the stage where normal, average, can't remember your name-looking women have convinced all of their bigger friends that they don't need to lose weight? The reason for that is that it makes you the hot one in your group of friends. You reduced your own intrasexual competition by encouraging body positivity. It's like, keep on eating, you fat, lose a toe. Like, so that, it made me see body positivity through an entirely new lens.
There's no woman that's proud to be fat. That is a myth. This is not true. Even the skinniest women don't think they're skinny enough. Like, if you actually believe that these fat girls on the internet that are saying how proud they are of their body are actually proud, you just don't know any women at all. Women are constantly scrutinized and for their weight. It doesn't matter how skinny. Like, even the most fit girl, like the most fit athletic girl, is upset she's not skinny like a model. And that skinny girl that's a model is upset she's not fit like the athletic girl. They're constantly worried about their bodies. Like, this idea that there's these like fat, confident chicks. No. Maybe if you've been fat your whole life, you've like learned how to accept it, and you have another confidence that like these skinny girls don't have because they're trying to live up to these unrealistic expectations. But I truly do not believe every fat girl you see walking down the street is like proud to be fat while their feet 5'4" fumbling all over a mall, right? Like, they're embarrassed about that, and they want to do something to fix it. Right? You don't want to. Come on, bro. Listen, do you want to do that? You walk into the Apple store, the iPads are fucking shaking and shit like that. That's a problem, right? That is a problem. You're trying to get a brand new iPad. The guy is telling you about it. It's popping out the charger. You're like, what the fuck is going on here? Oh my God, is there a beanstalk in this? Right? I think there's a beanstalk in this Apple store. Do you take the beanstalk to the Genius Bar? Like, how do I do, I don't think there's any girl that's actually confident about that. And I think they're trying to mask that confidence. We were talking about earlier. You told me about that interesting point.
Yep.
We should talk about now. That thing I forgot about. What is that?
Well, I think that there's a couple of things going on here. Like, you can and should be happy with where you're at, but also want more. I think the problem comes when you try and tell other people that this is the way that they should be. Yeah. Right? So that's the inner citadel. The inner citadel is, I damage my leg, I try to fix it. If I can't, then I chop it off and I announce that the desire for legs is misguided and must be subdued by everybody. So how many people that are a part of the body positivity movement are there because they struggle to lose weight and then announce that the entire world's view of weight and health's link is completely misguided and that's wrong? Like, you can be we're saying here, embrace the person that you are as the shorter guy that maybe doesn't have as much money and maybe doesn't have the right job. But like, what can you do, right? So the same thing goes for this. You can be perfectly happy in the position that you are without telling everybody else that they need to adhere to your biases.
Yeah, you have to accept things you can't change. I think the thing with weight is we perceive it as something that can be changed quite easily, especially if you have good metabolism. Like, if you're skinny without doing nothing, you're like, oh, you must be fat because you're overeating and lazy.
Yep.
But the reality is there are different metabolisms, right? Like, some people just are fatter. It's harder for them to lose weight. They got to try way harder and they got to sacrifice way more. Now, my question is like, how much you want to sacrifice? We were talking about this earlier. Like, I would rather be fat than David Goggins any day of the week. That seems like the worst life ever. Like, the guy got no fucking toenails. Like, he's saying his knees are completely devoid of any cartilage. Like, like he got a whole team just to get up and run every single fucking day. And it's like, that sounds awful. Like, I'd rather be plump and enjoying meals with my friends and like just embracing dessert. I love dessert. I wonder
whether it's an issue with theory of mind. I wonder whether it's because you can't imagine what it would be like. Let's say, I don't think that this is necessarily the case, but let's say that Goggins takes as much pleasure from running 30 miles a day and doing 500 push-ups as you do from going out with your friends.
Exactly.
Let's just say that that's the case. Let's say that there is a person for whom they can be as happy and confident at the size that they are as the person that is in whatever the shape is. That's not to say that there isn't. on average, I don't think that that's the case for most people. I think that most people end up being happy with a varied life that gives them a good bit of freedom and has a little bit of discipline.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. And again, that was just me personally based on what I value, right?
Correct.
So the one tricky thing with body positivity is the assumption that these things are healthy. And I think nobody's saying don't love your body. What they're saying is don't mislead people into thinking that that's health, right? Like it is not healthy. Like doctors say that this is not healthy. And I think that's the only pushback. If you're like, yo, I'm fat and I'm unhealthy, but I like to live like this, I don't think anybody's going to be angry at you. Mm-hmm. Why do I give a fuck that you're fat?
But what if they say, I'm fat and I'm confident like this?
Great. Your life. Do what the fuck you want. You're not hurting me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fat and this is healthy. Now you're misleading people. Now there's other people who are like, okay, I could potentially be fat and I don't have to worry about my body at all. And you can, I guess, do that, but it is misleading. It's not true.
In other news, I've got to tell you about Athletic Greens. You are not eating enough fruit and vegetables in your diet, and you know it, and this is going to help. Dr. Andrew Huberman and Tim Ferriss have been harping on about it for years, and I always wondered why. It is the best greens drink that I've found, and I've tried pretty much every one. It tastes great, and it gives you nutritional insurance through 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients in one scoop that you take every single day. If you're starting the new year looking to give yourself some good nutritional improvements, this is a great place to begin. And there is a 60-day money-back guarantee, so you can buy it and try it for 59 days. And if you do not like it, they will give you your money back. Also, you get a year's free supply of vitamin D, 5 free travel packs, free pots, shakers, and that 60-day money-back guarantee. Head to athleticgreens.com/wisdom. That's athleticgreens.com/wisdom. What's happening, people? If you enjoyed that, then press here for the full, unedited episode. And don't forget to subscribe. Peace.